Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
You're listening to Where You Live with Gene Sullivan.
Feliz Navidad.
Welcome back. This is Where You Live. I'm Gene Sullivan, broadcasting from the True North Painting Studios. The show is brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Kim Bennett Agency, and Extreme Exteriors. You can count on Extreme Exteriors for expert installation of exterior siding, roofing, soffits, fascia, decks, windows, and more. With their knowledge and experience, they can design the perfect solution to make your home beautiful and energy efficient, saving you maintenance and money for years to come. Give them a call at 763-441-1334 and tell them Gene sent you. It's time now to hear from the Community Associations Institute. The CAI Minute is brought to you by New Concepts Rental Management. Whether you're an accidental landlord or a seasoned investor, New Concepts Rental Management can advise and guide you through every aspect of the business. Give us a call at 952-922-2500.
Are you a member of the Community Associations Institute? For nearly 40 years, CAI has provided education and resources to volunteer homeowners who govern community associations and the professionals who support them. Visit caionline.org to learn more. The address again is caionline.org. CAI helps community associations board members by providing online resources, in-person training, and hard copy publications written by association management experts. CAI offers community managers professional development, networking opportunities, and a certification program that is established as the industry standard nationwide. Minnesota has its own chapter of the Community Associations Institute to bring resources and tools from community associations around the country right to your home. Visit www.cai-mn.com to learn more and become a member of CAI today. Your community and management company will benefit from your involvement. Join the Community Associations Institute today at cai-mn.com and click on membership.
If you're just joining us, we are in a conversation with artist James Dupre from Philadelphia. He is battling with the city of Philadelphia right now, who almost about a year ago now has laid claim to trying to take his property away from him through eminent domain. This was a property nobody wanted 9-10 years ago. He put in all his sweat equity, has built up quite an artist's studio. He has classes that he teaches to others. Other artists come in and use the facilities. He has gentrified, built this property back up, now only to have it being taken away by the city of Philadelphia. And James, one of the things I wanted to ask next here is, now that you've done all this work and you've had this vision for this property and what you want to do with it, what is the vision that the city has with this? What is it that they're saying is going to be a better use in their eyes?
Well, that also is the problem. There is nothing publicly that has been posted for the actual goals for the landmass that lots they have seized. Is actually a 2-block radius, and originally was a 4-block radius. It states it's for a supermarket for the good of the community, yet there's no public record of a developer or a food chain to come to this location. So it basically reads as a land bank seized. So still to this day, we cannot describe who or what this is to become.
So let me get this right then. So they are, when I understand the purpose of eminent domain, it's for the public good, to be able to supply something that is needed in the community, maybe establishing a hospital, a school. There needs to, it's for safety issues, for other things. But here, the city says we want to grab it, but we really we don't even have anybody who's even interested right now. But we think it'll be useful in the future. Is that about right?
Yes, exactly. It's a land grab for future development. And under the laws, I thought that you had, with federal government, that you had to make 1 year public notification of those two following things, the what and the who. I never got any of that information. The meetings were never sent directly to me. So there were meetings at the public center down the street. I never got any information of that.
So did other neighbors get notification?
Yes, a couple of neighbors in the back knew about it. I later found out, but I never knew exactly. It was, because there's a lot of things on the agenda. It never specifically talked about, come to this meeting, we're going to seize your property for under the eminent domain laws. So when you read through the laws, there's supposed to be meetings, there's supposed to be public identification of the project 1 year prior to the taking of your property.
And they're not even bothering to tell you about it at all.
Right. The way I found out, I got my letter around the 15th of January, and I only had till the 27th of January to fight back. Mm-hmm. So what happened was, if I hadn't filed by the 27th of January, I would not have been able to appeal this.
Wow. So you just got it just under the wire. And,
right.
And let me ask you this. If I understand correctly, isn't it true that over the last year that the city of Philadelphia, for some reason, has been trying through eminent domain acquiring about 12 times as many properties as they ever have in any one given year?
Exactly. They filed on 1,200 homeowners through the eminent domain laws to comply with the laws that before they changed on December the 30th of last year.
And let's talk about what were some of those changes that were taking place.
Well, legally, I don't know exactly the law, but I know some of it had to do with pertaining to a private homeowner who had a free and clear title deed to his property, that they could not seize it through eminent domain without making proper, what is it called, making the person whole.
Yes, I've got something that
market value.
I was able to pull something up. I think if this is the case that they're looking at, I think it's the United States Supreme Court, Kelo versus New London, and it says just what you said.
Exactly.
James, it said, no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without, number one, due process of law, nor, number two, shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation.
That's exactly what I was looking for, without just compensation. So what happens in my case, me unknowing what was going on, they blighted the area. So through the blight, what happens is they lower the property values. Now, what also makes my situation unique, I'm in close proximity to everything in the city of Philadelphia, meaning when I walk out my door, I look at the end of the block, I see the Philadelphia Art Museum, which houses 5 of my pieces. Right next to that, you have the Rodin Museum. You have the new Barnes Foundation. You have the new skate park. You have Moore College of Art, the Institute of Science. It is location, location, location. But beyond that, we are also this building is also in close proximity to Drexel University. The university is expanding. Now, I don't know the plans, or I haven't seen the plans, but Drexel University is expanding in this direction, And the reason for that, there is no other land in this area for them to expand to. Drexel University is next to the University of Pennsylvania, which also expanded in the 70s, moving west.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing left for the university to expand to except north and seize the properties and these lands in the Mantua community.
So do you think that this is a preemptive move with the city with that in mind, that Drexel would be getting the property?
I wish I knew that for certain, but that's everybody in this community's gut feeling. And I just have never had a studio of this magnitude. This building is totally unique. When artists come into my studio, they walk out with envy, they're angry, but they see what I have built. I designed and built this property myself with every penny that I own. And for the city and the RDA, Redevelopment Authority, to appraise my property with a drive-by, and then after bringing two appraisers who came into my property.
Well, I tell you what, hold that thought a second. We've got to take another break. I want to get into that next with what they did in coming up with the value for your property. Really careful thinking here by the city of Philadelphia. We're going to take a break right now. Don't go away, folks. We've got a lot more with James Dupre after these messages.